we're at camp. There it is. Oh, there it is. Nice. And I want to go home and try, because I've never done it before, to make a bushcraft shelter with a tarp that I could sleep in. We're at camp. I found a nice little spot. It has a pre-built fire pit. We're kind of in the middle of nowhere, but this is the fence line between private property and the U.S. National Forest of the Rio Grande, so that's cool. But I'm just gonna set you guys up for a time lapse, and I'm gonna set up camp right here, and then I want a fire going because I'm kind of hungry. Yeah, 10:05, so time to get camp set up because I'm behind on my day. So let's get to it. I hope you enjoyed that little montage, but we're set up now. So I'm gonna get stuff ready for a fire, and then I'm on the fence of what I should eat, but I'm gonna eat something. So I'll get to you when I get that done. Oh, look at that. Okay, so I'm done collecting firewood for now. The first thing you saw me get was just kindling to get my fire real hot. The second thing you found me finding would be dead pine. And dead pine, no matter whether it's cold, whether it's raining, whether it's soaking wet from the snow, it will light up, and it will light up hot and fast. And then the third thing you saw me getting was just a couple of downed trees already. There's plenty down here. I'm not going to cut anything down that I don't need. But yeah, here we go. We're going to make a fire. So what I did is what I call, there's probably a name for it, I don't know the name for it, but I call it the sandwich method, in which you saw me put that layer of, I put a layer of the pine needles, the dry pine needles, which is my good fire starter, and then I put a layer of small dried out sticks. They weren't really dry, but they were sticks that are going to keep it hot for longer. And then it's going to throw another pile of the dried up pines on top of that, and it's going to trap those sticks in between, make them real hot and make them dry out quick, make them light. And then that ensures that we get the fire that we want. As you can see, those are the sticks in the bottom that I used. And then once I got those hot, I kept adding more and more smaller sticks, and I got to these 3 logs, 1, 2, and 3 right there to keep it warm. And then this is going to get a good fire nice and warm We got plenty of firewood. I mean, like, this log and that log are probably gonna last me the whole time I'm here. I'm just one person. It's not really cold. You can see the sun out. I thought it was gonna be colder, but it's not, so really fine. But for now, we're gonna let this heat up, get some coals, and then cook. I'm thinking bagel, so I'm gonna make a bagel. But yeah. I was supposed to keep this white hoodie clean. Obviously, I didn't do that, so we're gonna switch out real quick before it gets worse. Okay, fire's hot. We're gonna get some coals under here, and then we're gonna start cooking some bagels. Should be fun. Look at that crispy taste on the top that I want. Have our bagel. We're just gonna put one top right there, one bit right there. Get some more heat under that fire to get it going again. Get those bagels nice and hot. Okay. The fire's kind of sitting right here in this corner, so this backside wasn't getting burned at all. It's hot now, but you see that first one was over here originally. So they're cooking well. Probably a little bit longer. I'm gonna flip them to get both sides. And then I have both lunch meat and cheese or strawberry cream cheese, so I can have a breakfast bagel or a lunch bagel, whichever I really want. I'm leaning towards breakfast because I didn't have breakfast this morning and I've been up since like 6. But yeah, the fire's going good. Looks nice. That one's kind of going out. I'm just gonna let it be because I kind of want to just focus on this one, get some food, and then I can go fishing. So yeah, let's flip those right now. Actually, beautiful. All right, those bagels are looking good. So let's get these over here. I wish I had my chest strap on. Whoop, whatever. It's hot. Put them back on there just to keep them warm. But here they are, nice and fresh. Okay, so my other battery, or the battery on my camera died. So this is the phone. These are the bagels. I'm gonna eat them. It's just strawberry cream cheese. Yeah, I'm gonna have these for lunch, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, it's about, I'd say 12:30 at the moment. Sun's out nice, looking good. We kind of just relaxed, we hung out. I got up really early this morning, so I didn't really want to do much. But as you can see, we processed that log. We bought about 5 hours or so of firewood. A lot of kindling. And yeah, we're just letting this smolder out. I want to go fishing. Hopefully we'll be able to cook it for dinner, because I have sandwiches, obviously, because it's cheap and easy. Or I have those bagels over there, and I could have another bagel. But I kind of want trout, so we're gonna see what we could do. We're gonna load up Nancy. We're gonna load her up with all our fishing gear, and we're gonna get out of here. Camp's all packed up. We're in the car. We're gonna get out of here and go fishing. Let's do it. Where we're camping today isn't far from where we were last time, Beaver Creek Reservoir. We're about 2 miles away, just down this dirt road. You couldn't hear all the gravel under my tires. But we're gonna go to that same spot we were at last time. I think it was 2 weeks ago I was out there. It was like a random Tuesday. That's when I was like, I'm gonna make YouTube videos. So that's where I'm going right now. I'm heading out there. Oh, big truck, scary big truck. Hello. Yeah, like I said, we're heading out to Beaver Reservoir. Again, we caught a brown there. We caught a nice trout there, rainbow. So I kind of just want to get out there, see if I can make something happen. Like I said, I want trout for dinner. That sounds pretty good to me. Cattle guard. But yeah, I'll see you there. We made it to the lake. Someone was unfortunately at our other spot, which is down that way. But hey, found this one. And what I'm kind of learning from this lake is down here this way, it gets real rocky. And down that way, it gets real mossy. But right here in the middle, you can see not too many rocks, and there's a nice sand bed. And then it just kind of makes a nice dip off where all the fish are going to be. So yeah, let's get to it. Today, we're only going to use one rod. Mainly because this little creek rod is kind of kicking the bucket on me. He wasn't working too well this morning, so I didn't catch much fish. Or we caught one fish off camera, but we didn't catch any for the camera. And what's the point if we're not going to catch fish on camera? Anyways, I'm going to get set up and I'm going to get down there and we're going to catch some fish hopefully. I'll see you soon. We're walking down the beach. I was just getting some equipment from the truck. But look, I found a nice pair of needleless pliers. So, someone doesn't claim to claim them by the end of the day. I think they're right to be called mine. Alright everybody, we're rigged up. Sinker worm power bait. We're gonna go ahead, give that a cast. All the way out there. And see what's biting. I got snagged and I lost all my stuff, so I had to retie. But that's fine. So we're gonna go again. We didn't get any bites out there, but it was about 20 minutes since I last cut. So we're gonna try over this way a little bit more. Right there seems beautiful to me. And yeah, we'll be back if we're snagged again, if we got a bite. There we go. Again, small bites. Small bite, small bite, small bite. Oh, took it. Ready? There we go. I wonder what it hit on. Okay, I see color. It's a nice sized fish. Took my rainbow, or took my power bait. But it is a rainbow. What do you think? Should we keep it for dinner? I'm busting out the stringer because he absolutely decimated that hook. Probably 13 inches, just not as fat as that one we caught the other week. But like I said, we'll get him measured as well. I brought the very ingenious idea of a tape measure, so let's measure him out with this. Alrighty, from tail, oh, he's about a foot. You guys can't see anything, sorry. We're gonna say about a foot. You still can't see anything. About a foot long, pretty good. We're gonna have him for dinner. Okay, now that we know what they like, which is this pink one, that's what this trout hit on. Let's see that pink bait right there. And then the worm on the bottom. We're gonna keep the worm in case something bigger and more aggressive and more wild wants to come take a bite, but for now that pink will work just fine. We have a we got a good hit. There it is. Oh, there it is. Nice. Oh, that one's a nice one too. Let's see what we caught this time. That one bit power bait as well. It's a nice rainbow, but it's small. So I'm gonna put him back in the water. I can't really show you him because he's being a butthead. There he goes. He's out of here. No, he's bonked his head on that rock. Silly. Anyways, back to fishing. Ready? See it going? See it going? Pick it up. Wait for a hit. Boom! Got him. We're just too good at this, guys. This one's been about maybe 10 minutes. This one feels small too, so I'm probably gonna put him back right away. Oh, I think he came off. No, he's hiding behind a rock. Yeah, this one's real small. Real pretty, but real small. This one, well, first of all, he's throwing a fit, but he also bit on power bait. But I want to take a picture of him because he looks really cool. So yeah, he's a fighter, I'll tell you that much. What the heck was that? Sorry. Okay, well, he's being bad, so I'm gonna put him back and just leave him to feel better. There he goes. He's out of here. Well, I wanted a picture, but these fish are kind of feisty. Maybe if we keep one, we'll get a picture of it. But yeah, back to fishing. Okay. It's really windy, so it's hard to record this, but I'm gonna call it. It's about 3 o'clock right now. and I want to go home and try, because I've never done it before, to make a bushcraft shelter with a tarp that I could sleep in. So that's what our next project or little adventure is going to be. So I'm going to pack up everything here, take our fish, get him gutted, and then have him for dinner. And when we get home, we're going to make that bushcraft shelter. So let's get to it. Okay, everybody. We're on our way back to camp to go make a bushcraft shelter. I loaded up the fish. I'm gonna get it gutted. I'm not gonna show it because it's kind of meh when you're gutting fish. But yeah, let's get to it. I'm gonna drive up and I'll meet you guys up there. Okay, we're back. Oh, I should close that door. Let me give you a rundown of my game plan for this build, and then I'm gonna do a time lapse of me attempting it. So my idea is, you can see these two trees right here, boom and boom. I'm gonna try to get notches in them with my saw and tie off some rope. I have some rope around here somewhere, and then lay my tarp down, falling into this space right here, in this area right here. It's real nice and flat, so I think I can make nice work out of it. And I have a little mat and stuff that I could lay down there. And then I also think if I can move my fire pit to somewhere around here where this shadow is, and then sleep where that other shadow is, I'll be good to go. So yeah, that's my plan. Let me get everything set up, and then we're gonna attempt it. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so as you saw, I got it up nicely, but I think if I do something different by going to this middle point here, instead I'll have a kind of more of a roof, and I could tie those down to slacks and give myself a roof right away too. So I think I'm gonna do that. So back to the time lapse. Okay, obviously I did a lot. The sun is setting. We've got like 30 minutes. So I didn't realize it was going down so fast. So I put down the camera and I kind of got to work. Earlier, I was watching the footage and it kind of sounded like I interpreted that I've never made one of these before. I have. So we have that wind block here. We have that wind block here. This I kind of just, it was really high, so I just kind of knocked it down some. And then we have a wind block here, and then come back and we have firewood, and then we have this as a little campfire setup. These are all the stones from that campfire. I kind of took it apart, and then I made a little section for my griddle. I'm not really going to use the griddle, maybe I will, but either way it's nice and blocked in here. The wind comes in a little bit, but it's the best I'm going to do for now, especially with the sun going down. So I'm gonna get my sleeping gear, everything out of this tent into the shelter. I'm gonna get a fire going. I'm gonna see how cozy and nice I can make it, and I'm gonna try to have a good night. So yeah, let's do it. Also, I processed that fish and I gutted it. It's in the cooler, ready to go. So we're gonna have some bomb ass trout tonight. Cool. All right, guys. Welcome to my fortress. I'm so happy with this, but anyways, here's the sleeping situation. We have the sleeping mat on the floor to keep us from getting too cold. We have a sleeping bag I think is rated for 40 degrees. It's gonna be like 20, but this is in a Mexican household, he called that a San Marcos. And I'm not that Mexican, but I know these keep you warm. We take these camping all the time. This one has fish on it, which is pretty cool, but they're usually tigers or horses, and they're black and white. This one came from Mexico, which is pretty cool. My dad bought it out there. Pretty nice. And then Pokemon blanket to sleep with. Appa. I don't know if I ever showed you guys my tattoo. Look at my tiny muscles. Look at that. That's Appa on my arm. I've been an Avatar fan since I was little, so obviously I have the Appa pillow pet for our head. And then yeah, look at right here next to the fire, keep our toes nice and warm. And then look at, we have our wind block right here working pretty well, and then we have all this firewood too to keep us warm through the night. So yeah, that's about it. I want to get a fire going and I want to cook some dinner. I don't know what time it is. Let's see, it's 5:30. So sun's gonna set probably at 6. Well, the sun's gonna totally set at around 7, but it's gonna go under that mountain at 6. So I'm gonna try to get everything ready and prepared, and then I'm just gonna probably take one of these smaller logs and whittle it and whittle it and whittle it. What I might actually do is move my logs here and then get another wind break down right here. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to do that before time's out, and then we're gonna get a fire going. It's gonna be great. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, as you can see, it's been about a half hour. The sun has set under those mountains, so it's gonna get dark quick. But we did this. We made this, like I said, another windbreak. And then look at, we raised this up a lot so that I don't want to be lit on fire. I've been lit on fire before, it's not fun. I added these as an entrance just because I'm cool. And then I moved our bag up a little bit and stuffed all of our lumber and timber down there. But as of right now, it's dark, so I'm gonna get a fire going. Then I'm going to prep that salmon that's in that cooler. And then after that, it's just gonna be me hanging out in my little new tent and testing it out. I'm also gonna get my clothes, extra hoodies, hand warmers, stuff like that, just to stay warm. And maybe make some hot chocolate, we'll see. Let's get to it. So I'm gonna show you guys how I like to eat, or how to prep the trout that I cook. I've got some foil. Here's our trout. Lay out enough foil to wrap him up twice. Take some pepper and some salt, and we're gonna season them up good. Here, we're just gonna take a dollop of butter, or I guess like a little knob, about that big, and we're just gonna lay that right in here inside of the fish. We have lemons, so what we're gonna do is cut up our lemon just like this. Maybe we'll just do one because this is kind of a small fish. Maybe we'll cut this one in half. That's what we'll do. Okay, so you've got your 2 slices. Stuff that into your trout. And now wrap him nice and tight. The tail could stick out a little bit because, well, you could eat it and it's good for you or whatever. But that top you want nice and tight, wrapped up. And then we're just gonna stick it right here in the coals. And we're gonna get this fire a little up again, just because, you know, it's out. So our trout's cooking. What we're doing is we're just taking by the tail every once in a while. Ow, it's hot, I forgot. Every once in a while we're just flipping it from this side to the other side. We're just letting it cook. It should be about done here in about 5 minutes. It's been on for about 10. Okay, should be done. So let's grab it up. And you know what goes good with a good old trout? Some good old Coke. So we're gonna have that to drink for dinner. Look at this. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, baby. That's done. Look at that. Oh, it tastes amazing. Okay. I'm gonna cut, I'm gonna eat, and I'll get back to you guys. I'm just gonna keep the fire going though. But yeah. Okay, that trout was bomb. I ate it really fast, but what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make something else because I'm still hungry. So I think a grilled cheese sounds just about great right now. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, this is the setup right now. I do another log. So we have 2 logs, and then we have our plate on top of that. Something like that. And then something over here, little. We're gonna figure it out, and I'll get back. All right, it took a little bit of finessing, but I think we got it real good now, real level, for the most part. So I'm gonna throw some butter on, and then I'm gonna make a grilled cheese, or 2 or 3. All right, again, we're gonna come in. Oh, we're real hot now. Okay, we got bread down. I gotta work fast though, because like I said, it's really hot, so I'm gonna get the cheese, and I have ham as well. Okay, like I said, we had to move fast, but I flipped the breads. Got cheese, ham, cheese. We're about to throw this one. Ow, it's burnt. It's real burnt, but it's fine. Right on top of that one. And we're gonna get that off and we're gonna eat it. Yeah, there it is, a grilled cheese. A little overdone, but that don't hurt nobody. I'm gonna eat it and yeah, tastes amazing. So I'll make the rest of this. This one, I made a second one because I'm hungry, like I said. This one came out a lot better. Look at that. It's colder, so I had dinner. I'm all done. It's getting dark out, so if anything, I'm just gonna double down on some more wood. I have my pile over here. It's doing great. I'm only 4 logs in. I've been burning for like 3 hours now, so. But yeah, I'm gonna lay down, relax, listen to some music, something. Call it a night because I am tired. But yeah. I don't know what the lighting is doing, but it is freezing cold out here. But yeah, but look it, when I turn off the lights, that's it. That's all you could see. That little bit of embers is a campfire that I made. In this entire mountainside, that's all there is to show that I'm out here. Like I said, it's cold, so I'm gonna get back in there, stoke the fire a little bit, and get ready for bed. But yeah. You can't really see me. Let me turn on my other light. That's a bit better. It's about 1 in the morning, and my fire is dwindling, and I've spent all my wood, so I'm gonna get some logs in here and process some timber so I don't go cold tonight. It's not bad, and I could probably do without it, but I also want wood in the morning when I wake up because I don't want to go out there in the morning because that will suck. So let's do a little snippet of me sawing up some wood, and then I'm gonna stoke the fire and go back to bed. Okay, I'm in my car. I was cutting wood, and I don't know. I heard an elk bellowing, you know, the that they do. And I heard one, and then I heard 2 or 3, and then I heard like 8, and I heard just everywhere around me. There was way too many, and like, I'm in the forest, quote unquote, like deep in. I'm like 20 feet from the road. There's no way there's this many elk, and they were like close. They sounded close. The San Luis Valley is known to be one of the most haunted places in Colorado. So I'm not taking any chances, you know what I mean? I think I might just stay in the car though, with the doors locked. So for now, I'm gonna run over and grab my sleeping bag and my big blanket, and then just come back to the car and bundle up and warm up a little bit and go to bed. Okay, so we're set up in the bag. We have the blanket underneath, everything keeping us warm. But like I said, I just don't want to be outside right now. I'm kind of scared, if I'm being honest. I'm not really scared of the outdoors, but I'm scared of getting eaten by a witch, I'll tell you that much. When I went outside to get my sleeping bag, I couldn't hear anything, and it wasn't like I couldn't hear the elk. It was like I couldn't hear anything. Like, it was dead silent outside. So that just made it a little bit worse, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm really tired. It's like 1:30, probably 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna try to sleep for a little bit, at least a couple hours, and then my goal for tomorrow is to fish and get out of here, or, you know, pack up and fish and get out of here. I think that might still be the plan. I might try to get out of here a little later, or a little earlier than I expected. We'll just see what the sun does tomorrow and everything like that too, because I don't want to be, I'm gonna sleep in if I can. I don't want to be up until, I don't want to be up at 6 again. That was a mistake this morning, and I'm tired and I'm hurting for it. But like I said, we'll see what happens. We'll just play it by ear for now. But yeah, this is me in my car checking out. Good night. Okay, I apologize, but this is the end of the video. I tore down everything. Camp is, as you can see out there, camp is no longer a thing. Sorry about that. My camera had died. But as I was saying, we're all packed up. I just made some hot cocoa and some more bagels this morning. I didn't have a good night's sleep. It was kind of rough in the car, but we got it done either way. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. I had a lot of fun making it, and if you do, please give it a like, and if you want to, please consider subscribing. That'd be awesome. And go follow the TikTok and the Instagram, because I post a lot more on those. It's been about 2 weeks since I last posted on here, and I apologize for that. But like I said, go follow the TikTok and the Instagram. I'm a lot more active on those ones. And yeah, bye.